Hello guys, this is Abi aka Onabi Doang. Yes, I'm using Facecam now since one video ago. It's a new format that I'm trying out. And today we're gonna be checking out the newest trailer for the upcoming Sims 4 expansion pack, the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. This is the fairy pack that have been teased since 2 weeks ago. And yes, this is an expansion pack, not a game pack. So fairies isn't the only focus of this pack, because it also includes like this nature theme kind of thing. We'll analyze the trailer after this, okay? So let's jump straight into the new trailer here. It's been released since like an hour ago, and let's check it out. So first, we already greeted with fairies. Yeah, fairies is officially an occult, not like an NPC or something, thank god. But this is like a small little sneak peek at the very beginning of the trailer. There's like longer footage at the end of the trailer, but yeah, this is fairies in The Sims 4. It has like animated wings and stuff, but we're gonna check it out later. So this is the Enchanted Forest, I suppose. And turns out that this is all a dream. So now we get to the next part where we get to see like the new plant-themed furnitures and stuff. So there's also a new aspiration called Nature Nomad. It's probably like the main aspiration that guides you to play with the new nature gameplay here. But we'll see. So in this part, she's going out of town to the new world. Alright, this is the new world. So the new world is gonna be called Innisgreen, and this is one of the neighborhood here. This is the waterfront town that's based on gnomes, I think, in the latest sneak peek. I guess this is based on like Ireland or some other Celtic regions in Europe, or perhaps there's also some influence based on New Zealand. It's a pretty good looking world. I really hope that it provides a lot of gameplay, and I can already tell that like a lot of this is only set dressings, while only like 3 or 4 lots are like visitable. And yeah, this is, we can see the new shipwreck area probably as a landmark. And as you can see, we already got like this low poly seagull making a return here. They're just derpy looking right here. Oh yeah, and it's also a swimmable area. You can see like plenty of Sims swimming here. And oh, I remembered like this area is all about the gnomes. So there's like this huge gnomes, and I'm not sure what they're selling here. Probably like new gnomes and stuff. We also got to see like this small wood stump, magical wood stump thing. I'm not sure what it is. And yeah, there's like this new creatures, maybe pixies. And we get to see the first look of the natural living skill, I think. Yeah, as you can see, the skill is all about fulfilling your needs in the wild, like not outside. Apparently there's a new forage here interaction, so that Sims can find food in the ground. As you can see here, she's eating a frog, a whole frog, mind you. It seems that there's like this part where the gnomes are starting to be more alive. I guess like magical gnomes are making a return as well. It's probably not like in the same aspect as like the one in The Sims 1 Making Magic, where the gnome is actually animated and move around. It's probably just like this gnome statue that shakes around and interact with you, and probably something like that. Or they could like help the garden and stuff. Also, it seems that you can also use the swimming pool area to bathe here. And yeah, and I think this is still the same skill, where you can now sleep on the ground, similar to like how werewolves can sleep on, gains the ability to sleep on the ground. Alright, if I have to be honest, I'm not really feeling it with like this whole natural living things, the natural living skill, because fulfilling Sims needs already easy enough. And now with this whole like you can forage stuff to fulfill hunger and sleep on the ground, I don't know. I'm not sure if that's a good idea to be like the main feature of a pack. I guess if you want to play like a homeless challenge or something like that, this could be a good option, but other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is like a good feature. Okay, so apparently the Sim wakes up with an ailment. So this is a new feature here, probably like an illness or some sort. Sonic sinuses. Oh, okay. Huh, we're getting medical now. So this is probably the new Apothecary. How do you pronounce it? Apothecary. Wait a minute. Apothecary?
Apothecary.
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 Apothecary. Alright, apothecary. Yeah. Probably the whole apothecary skill main function is to like cure the ailments here. I can see that the ailments will be a little bit annoying in normal gameplay if it happens naturally and like random instances. Again, the whole ailment system thing, it's like a repeat of the illness system in Get to Work and the curses in Sims Realm of Magic. It's like another new thing that's repackaged and then presented as a new feature for this pack. I'm not feeling it as well. I do like the fact that they're adding like this quest system similar to the quest in Hanford on Bagley and in Ravenwood, because I like this kind of quest, you know? It reminds me of opportunities in Sim 3, and the fact that they're adding it, I really like it actually. So here we get a glimpse of the Apothecary skill. Again, this reminds me of the other skill, the Herbalist skill in the Sims 4 Outdoor Retreat. It's probably like a mix between Herbalist and the potion making activity in Realm of Magic. So I guess the skill's main function is to cure ailments, and we'll probably get to like make other potions and stuff. Alright, we get to the new build by mode stuff with mushrooms and greeneries, and oh my, this is like a Hobbit Hill thing. I don't know what it's called. This looks pretty cool actually. I'm not sure if it's like a raised terrain or like a roof or something, but yeah, I mean, it's a good look. If you want like this fairy cottage core stuff, I'm not the one to judge the aesthetics and stuff though. I only focus on gameplay. Alright, seems like there's a bunch of new greeneries and stuff as well. And look at this little acorn statue. Aww. Alright, oh, look at that. Apparently you can also like put plants on top of the roof. I guess it's a new roof as well. Maybe it's like a grass roof where you can place plants on top of it. It's a pretty dope build as well. I like the whole aesthetics of it. It's not something similar to like cottage living where it's more of a rustic theme, but this is like a cottage fairy kind of thing. I don't know how to describe it, but you get the idea. And here we get a closer look at the Apothecary skill with more ailments. I really hope that the ailments are like very unique. Something like this Simoleon fever where you cough up simoleons is a pretty cool addition actually. I hope that the ailments are unique enough to differentiate it between illnesses and the curses. We still don't get any info on how Sims get these ailments though. Do they like get it randomly, or do they have to do something in this pack to get their ailments? We have no idea about that so far. Perhaps you can also turn it into a small business kind of thing, where you can cure Sims with ailments and gain some simoleons. I hope that's like the case here. And we also get to see another ailment, Creation Impulse. I'm not sure what it is. Maybe they have like this unlimited urge of creating something. Now we get to see like the new plant, the magical plants in this pack. I'm not sure what it is. And yeah, we also get to see fairies here, like the fairy house that has been teased since 2 weeks ago. The small fairy house with fairies in it. And now we get to see the fairies. Oh, look at that. So it turns out that like the small fairy form isn't like the visual effects in the Sims 3 Supernatural, but actually a shrunk version of the Sims model. Look at that. It's so cool actually. I wonder how they do that. And here we see the fairies with animated wings and stuff. Oh, look at that. I really like how animated the wings are and how they look. I wonder how it'll be animated. Will it be animated only when they are flying around, or is it animated all the time? Because in this footage, it looks like the wings stay still. Look at that. Yeah. Alright, in this part, it looks like we get to see some more action of the fairies. And yeah, look at that. It's actually like a shrunk version of the regular Sim model. I do have some worry about it, whether it will be buggy or not, because I can already picture situations where the Sims randomly shrink into this size when they do, like when they cook or when they sleep, but I really hope not. Alright, so it turns out that the Sim become fairies in the end. And this is the new world. I guess this is the Enchanted Forest. And look at that, some new outfits for fairies. And there's gonna be a new trailer in June 26th. They also have digital content if you buy before August 21st. 3 items here, a pond, a lantern, and this fairy home. So I think that's it for the trailer. But it looks like we also got some more info regarding the features in the official page for the Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. First is this like sneak peek of the new build by items and the natural living skill in action. This next screenshot is the fairies here. So I really like this blue one, the one that looks like a butterfly wings, the dress. I also like the swirling glowing tattoo kind of thing here. And here we get another sneak peek of the Apothecary skill, I guess. And this is the new world, the world of Innis Green with 3 districts. So this is the waterfront town with gnomes we've seen earlier. This is the magical Enchanted Forest. Or this one, I'm not sure, is the Grove. I like the town, but I guess it's another green world. We have a lot of those, but yeah, well, since this is all about nature, it makes sense here. But yeah, there it is. Alright, let's take a look at more details for the features. The new skill is Natural Living skill. Step outside and make yourself at home in nature. Sims can meet their needs outdoors without beds or plumbing. See, so this is like the new activity here where you can fulfill needs outside of homes. The natural world has a lot to offer, and Sims can forage to uncover what's hidden, find everything from crystal to frogs to food. And the new aspiration is the Nature Nomad. It seems like this pack also introduced new pots for gardening on tables, which is actually a pretty neat object. We also got 3 new traits here: Plant Lover, Mystical, and Disruptive. And now for the feature of the fairies. So fairies can develop abilities that let them nurture plants, change mood to others as expected, and a whole lot more. The new aspiration is called Fairy Stories, where you can choose between harmonious and discordant fairy paths. So this is probably gonna be the new skill tree for fairies, where you can become like this a good or evil fairy. Usually occults that are in expansion packs like mermaids and aliens. Pretty lacking feature with no skill trees, but I guess based on this description there will be a skill tree here. And also we get some more info about creating fairies in Creative Sim. And you can create wings and make them unique by painting. So yeah, you can actually paint the wings, probably similar to the tattoo feature and business and hobbies or the creative pet paint tool. There's also some whimsical accessories, glowing tattoos, and more. Non-fairy sims also get some feature where they can use fairy dust to enchant plants and bring gnomes to life. And this one is about the Apothecary skill. Apparently, the cause of ailments are prolonged negative emotions, cause imbalance, and imbalance can lead to ailments with strange effects. So yeah, if your sim is feeling angry all the time or sad all the time, these ailments can probably affect them. So it's not tied into this world. I guess it can be pretty annoying, similar to illness. I can imagine like the sim is grieving of a dead sim, and because of that they get ailments. It can get pretty annoying. They aren't always bad though. Maybe you like lots of gnomes at your house. Well, I guess that's a good thing. Like the coughing simoleon symptoms we see earlier. The cure can be obtained if you increase the Apothecary skill. There's a cure for every one of the 8 ailments, so there are 8 types of ailments, plus 14 more recipes with other fantastical effects. And seems to enjoy the Apothecary skill. Oh, there's a new career. Called Naturopaths, a new 10-level career. So this is a career, not a profession, but you can choose to cure sims at home. So it's probably similar to the work from home assignments. They may also take on the Elixir Enthusiast aspiration. So these things are called elixirs, similar to the elixirs in Get to Work and the potions in Realm of Magic. It's the same thing but repackaged, something like that. Make sure to watch your luck, which affects everything from cooking well to developing ailments. So there's like this new aspect called luck. I guess this can affect your sim in a whole new way. They can get more collectibles, do better and stuff, but they can also develop ailments if they're unlucky probably. And finally, the world. Innis Green is a lush green world where sims live in harmony with nature. So there are 3 neighborhoods. Coast of Atmore, this waterfront town, like this, and then the Spruce Dairy Grove, where nature and civilization blend together, and the magical forest of Everdew. And you can meet Mother Nature and start your journey towards fairydom to using the glasswood tree statue. I guess that's the statue with the face that we see earlier, to summon Spruce Almighty. So there's a lot of lore stuff that we can do. I hope there's a lot of gameplay around the world. I like what they do in Ravenwood and The Sims 4 Life Net expansion pack. And it looks like there are some additional informations in the main page of The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature expansion pack in the EA app page. Let's see. So it looks like there are some categories here. First is nature. It mentions the natural living skill, where Sims become more comfortable outside. To the point where your sim is as happy living in the great outdoors as they will be with a bed and a plumbing, so it's basically the same as we've seen before. They can release themselves in a private bush, talking to nature, eating food they forage and or catch. Sims may find these things uncomfortable at first, but will become more comfortable as their skill level increase. And then we got more detail for the new traits. Mystical Sims are empathetic and want to guide others towards more balanced lives. Disruptive Sims are daring individuals who love rhythm and excitement, even if their fun is sometimes at the expense of others. But they'll build mischief logic and charisma skill faster. Plant lovers are happiest surrounded by greenery and will sink into negative moods if they're away from plants for too long. Basically the green thumb trait in The Sims 3. And then for the gardening, turns out that there are a new crafting activity. First of all, you can grow plants using the tabletop plant pots as mentioned before. Also, there's this thing called Nature Press, where Sims can use to create decor like candles and wall art from the treasures they find in nature. Then we got some more info for fairies. Fairy Sims gain experience by using powers and performing specific interactions. They'll be able to learn abilities like curing ailments or bestowing ailments. They can also change moods or luck of other Sims, the luck feature that we mentioned before. They can bottle emotions, they can create seeds and make plants blooms. The ability sounds pretty promising. Fairies are actually nourished by emotion, and their abilities cost emotional energy and they will need to recharge. Then we get some more info about the fairy forms. You can create wings with the paint tool, and new facial presets, skin tones, glowing tattoos, and fairy core fashion. Fairy Sims can have a separate fairy form. I'm not sure if this separate fairy form is the small fairy form or is it like the one with the wings, and fairies can also turn to normal Sims without their wings. I guess it's the latter. While Sims can start as fairies in Create a Sim, they can also become fairies through a special journey from the Mother Nature NPC by visiting the Enchanted Springs. Fairies also got a new woohoo and a new death. Ooh, death by emotional starvation. This sounds intriguing. Alright, next, fairy dust. It can be used to enchant stuff, use it to bring gnomes to life, okay, and have them help around your lot. Oh, I wondered if they will be animated or if they will teleport around like the magical gnome in Sims 3. You can also enchant plants and objects created with the Nature Press, mentioned earlier. Enchanted plants are easier to take care of and can produce bigger harvests, but they can also attract magical pests called pixies, the small creatures we've seen in the trailer. Fairies can create their own fairy dust, but other Sims can ask for it, and both fairies and non-fairies can find it while foraging as well, or picking it up at special occasions. This one is called Balance, so there are 8 different ailments. Not all of them are bad. Some is the luck magnet, where you can build up good luck by stealing it from everyone around them. Okay, that's something. There's also another ailment where you can have an uncontrollable urge to create, and another will have them feeling emotionally nothing. And then the Apothecary skill, you can use it to craft cures and elixirs. Elixirs can affect needs and emotion of Sims, basic stuff, and even an emotion stone. There are 22 recipes, so not 16. Emotion stones are limited use items that can siphon emotions from Sims. Okay, it's all about emotions again. Emotions are a key ingredient for some recipes, and fairy Sims can consume them to recharge their emotional energy. Alright, that energy will decay more slowly while a fairy Sim has an emotion stone in their inventory. Alright, and this is about the luck thing. Luck affects Sims' chance of getting positive outcomes when crafting, foraging, socializing with other Sims, and more. So luck even plays a role in whether evil gnomes will show up on your lot. Evil gnomes? Interesting. You can check a Sim's luck by looking at their Simology panel. Okay, so some more Simology panel dump that we already have a lot of. It can be changed in various ways, like by asking Spruce Almighty, the thing that mentioned earlier, for help or being the target of a fairy's play with luck ability. But fortunately, you can turn off the luck system in your in-game settings. Okay, last one is enchantment. This is probably all about the world. The Coast of Atmore is a Celtic inspired. Okay, so this is a Celtic inspired town with walkable streets. And then there's Spruce Dairy Grove, a very nature focused community with a touch of the mystical thrown in, and Everdew, which is a hotspot for fairy activities. And then there's this location called the Moseville Fairy Hub, a large mushroom, which is located in this Everdew forest. And the last one is just the new NPCs such as the Mother Nature and the Spruce Almighty. Oh, look at that. More NPCs to woohoo. So, that's all we know so far about The Sims 4 Enchanted by Nature. We got three main features here, the natural living skill, the apothecary skill, and fairies. And the new world, obviously. I'm not really feeling it with the apothecary skill and the natural living skill. It's basically like a repackaged version of old features in previous facts, like apothecary is basically herbalism and the doctor career combined, also with a bit of touch of the curses and illnesses, while the natural living skill is just another way to fulfill your Sims needs outdoors. I don't really vibe with those being the main features. Fairies, however, looks very promising from what we've seen. We get to create an evil or a good fairy, and it looks like they're pretty customizable. I hope they have some cool abilities. From the looks of it, it looks like it's gonna be involving gardening and moods and stuff, and probably some other mischief stuff, because fairies is all about the mischief as well. So yeah, that's the Enchanted by Nature expansion pack. The pack will be available on July 10th, and the new gameplay trailer will be on June 26th. So, what do you think about this expansion pack? Do you vibe with it? Do you have some complaints? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. I hope that you like this format, and if you do and want more, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more Sims videos. See you later!